Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be looking at the Gembay. It's the same as usual to get there. Just click on the map at the bottom left and it will be at the bottom middle of the screen, the ship. Tapping on that will take us to this screen where we can start a free journey, have a store at the top and the leaderboards underneath that. If you have premium, you'll get 2 free journeys a day. Then after that you'll have to use apples. You'll get 2 goes using apples, and then after that you'll have to use gems, which can get quite expensive. Let's start a free journey. The troops in your barracks will always be selected, but we have open slots for more. We can either deploy the best ones, and that will fill up the empty slots with all of your best troops, or you can pick and mix the troops you want to put in, or you can leave it blank. It won't make any difference to the enemies in Gembay, because the enemies in Gembay are based on the troops that are in your barracks. To deploy the best ones you have to have level 50 or higher troops. So as I'm level 40 I'll have to put them in myself. All you do is just tap on the troop you want and drag them up to the window, drag them up to the empty slot. I've still yet to level up 2 more warriors, so these guys will do for now. Hopefully we won't need to use them. And then when you've got your troops in, tap on confirm, and then we get this window where we add spells. If you see a fireball, it's to do with spells. If you see a pointy helmet, it's to do with your troops. Don't hit the green attack button, otherwise that will put you into Gembay without any spells, and that will be a bad thing. Make sure after you hit the green confirm button with your troops, you then look for the red add button. They should have these 2 colours the other way around in my book. So let's add some spells. Again, the easiest way to do this is to hit the fill button, and it will fill every empty slot with the spells you have. If you want to add spells, again just tap on the spell you want to use and drag it up. As you can see, when I hit the fill button it didn't add the healing maze, so I shall put those in myself. One of the handiest spells for Gembay is the Cliff's Totem, as it will help protect your warriors as they defeat the enemy. When you've done that, just tap confirm. Okay, now on this screen we have the orange box at the top to end our journey. We don't want to touch that. The chest at the other end will store all our winnings. Underneath that is our troops. The pointy helmet here are our troops, and the fireball are spells. You might want to just check the spells to make sure the game has selected the ones you want in, and then you can adjust that. Also with spells, you can have up to 6 spells, which is the maximum you can hold when you get to higher level. But if you can only hold 3 spells or 2 spells depending on your level, it will show here. If you tap this blue spells box here, you can buy some extra spells for diamonds. These are quite good, and these will be added alongside your current spells. I can only hold 3 spells at the moment, so if I buy any spells, or if I haven't been in Gembay for a long time but the game will give me 3 lots of spells, they will get put to the side. If I buy Heaven's Rage, it will fill this slot here. So now on the left hand side I have my own spells, and on the right to those I have the game's spells. When you've got the spells you want and the troops you want lined up, just tap the to battle button, and instead of the castle's drawbridge we have the ship's deck here. When you're fighting the enemy, just keep an eye on how your warriors are doing and give them spells when they need it, and that's all there is to the fighting. You have 3-minute countdown, which is pretty normal. every enemy you fight gets more and more difficult. So if we go back to the first one, Ice Cross here had 151,000 eye power, which is less than half mine, and that's why we beat him so easy. But it's not just for one fight we have to do, it's 15. And then as we scroll forward, we can see it's up to 172 there, 230, and then at the end 382, which is a bit higher than ourselves. So even with a couple of spells we might fail this one. And it's simple enough, you just have to keep an eye on your troops' health, try and keep them alive. The ideal setup for 5 players here is like I've got 2 tanks, 2 resurrection mages and an archer at the back. Or you could have 2 tanks, 3 mages, 2 with resurrection and 1 with heal. I try not to use any spells early on and save them for the harder battles later. When you get to the last 2 fights, the rewards are a lot higher, a lot better. Again, there's no guaranteed win in this because you're up against all other players' troops, and it depends on what runes they might have, what gems, what gear they've got. Also, I find the game changes a little bit when you level up and progress through the game. You come across different equipment, different scenarios that changes slightly. Well, we lost that battle, but we still have our remaining troops to put in and use. Okay, that's finished for backup troops. Now we only have 2 options here. One, we can just claim what we have got so far and leave. Or 2, we can watch a video to resurrect all of our troops, but we can only do this once a day, so we'll have to use it wisely. To help us decide, let's look at the next squad we have to face. If they look doable, then we will watch the ad to resurrect our troops and continue. But if they look too difficult, then it's best just to leave and save the ad for another run. The 2 things I'm looking for here, one is the level of the enemy. The second thing is the quality of the gear they are using. So let's just watch an ad to resurrect our troops. That didn't take long, and we've got all our troops back and in full health, ready to fight some more. You can either go back to see the list of battles, all the enemies you were fighting, or you can just claim your rewards and go back to your castle. Because we've got a chest just now, we can claim it over on the right hand side where the scroll is. You can simply open it here and behold all our wondrous rewards. The best thing for me loot wise are the Kraken tokens, 1830. I'm going to save them up and start buying purple gems, and that's our loot. One last thing before I leave this video. Now going up to the store, we have spells we can buy here. We get 3 for 850 Kraken tokens at a time instead of the 19 diamonds. I would recommend just crafting your own spells and using them. Next we have gems, green gems, blue gems and purple gems. I wouldn't bother with green gems. Now we have scrolls of success for merging gems. You get these from events and also the chests, and I've never ever spent Kraken tokens on these, and I doubt I ever will. And lastly, you've got chests you can buy with Kraken tokens. Really, I wouldn't bother with these at all. So yeah. And that's Gembay, guys. That's all there is. I hope this video helped. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button if you liked, if you learned anything. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you want to see something in the next video. And also hit the subscribe button. That would be really helpful for me. Thank you for watching. Bye.